Oh, hi guys, let's do this. Oh, hi guys, welcome to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host, and today we got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot to talk about from the mask cult to Bubba Wallace 2.0 and to that woke army video ad that's gone viral and basically becoming the huge disaster. But before we go any further, guys, if you guys love Nikki's World so much, please consider donating a cup of coffee because for the price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts, guys, you guys help keep this podcast show alive. You guys help me curate more stories and more topics like this to talk about. Also, guys, I do accept Bitcoin donations. I'm also on Patreon if you guys want to sponsor this podcast show. If you guys love Nikki's World so much, please hit that like, subscribe, please give me a review, good, bad, and the ugly. And before we get this show on the road, if you guys love this episode and any of my other episodes on Nikki's World, please consider sharing this across all the social media platforms that are out there today. Okay, guys, it's Sunday night. Yes, I have the podcast, and yes, I did go fishing as well. So I enjoyed the day. So yes, I caught 2 fish, and the pictures are on my Instagram page. Okay, so today I do want to talk about this first article. All right, that's coming out of Gateway Pundit, and the title of the article: "You can pry my mask off my cold dead face. COVID cultists go berserk after CDC mask guidance, after CDC update mask guidance, big box retailers drop mask mandates." It seems the cult of COVID and the cult of mask are having a nuclear meltdown over the CDC updates. It seems that these the cult of COVID and the cult of masking want to keep people in fear, want to keep people basically fearing for their lives. It's like to them, they thrive on this thing called fear porn, okay? They thrive on this thing called mask porn. Because the thing is, they think the mask is like everything to them, okay? This is why I like this, guys. When you know how you can tell when somebody's a cult of COVID and a cult of mask? When you see them wearing a mask while driving a car down the highway. You're in a car by yourself and you have your mask on. That to me, guys, is a clear example of the COVID cult mentality and the cult of mask mentality. And then at the same time, guys, it's like this. When you have states who are following the CDC and dropping the mask mandate, and then you go walk into the store, people look at you like going, how come you're not in fear like everybody else? Well, here's the thing. You do you, I'll do me. You go live in fear while the rest of us go live in normalcy. Okay? So that's the thing with the COVID cults. They are going berserk over it, okay? Now, for the left, we all know they're mentally ill. Now, with the cult of COVID and the cult of mask, that amplifies their mental illness, okay? You have these people who are vowing never to take off their mask. And I'm sitting there going like this. Okay, fine. You can put your mask on, but that'll just tell us that you live in crazy world. You live in mental illness world. While the rest of us live in normal, sane, common sense world. Okay? That's why you have people who are so upset with the CDC that they had this nuclear meltdown, and you're sitting there looking at them going, holy fuck. How the hell do they let these people walk the earth, let alone live amongst normal society? You know? This is why it's like this. I refuse to wear the mask, even though my own father died of COVID, and that wasn't a result of wearing a mask. It was a result of someone being infected, allowed to roam out in society, next thing you know, passing the infection around. So the mask didn't even do shit to save my dad's life. That's why I don't believe in the mask crap. Now, the cult of COVID and the cult of mask, they worship the mask like that movie from Indiana Jones going, "Ow, ow." That's what they do. Every morning they wake up and chant to their mask, "Ow, ow," because you know why? They think that mask will save their life. Okay? Mask don't do nothing, okay? Mask is nothing more than theater security, much like the TSA, which is the real form of theater security. They hadn't even stopped a terrorist, let alone a drunken pilot, okay? What makes you think a mask is going to stop COVID, okay? The problem with the cult of COVID and the cult of mask, they think that it's going to save somebody's life. They think that mask is going to stop COVID. Bull fuck shit. There have been studies done that have said that masks don't do you shit. All it does is just provide a security blanket, or basically like theater security. Okay? That's why even the people who constantly wore masks were the ones that were constantly getting infected with it. Okay? And that's why it's like this. That's why even though there is a vaccine out for COVID, my doctors and my endocrinologist, my dermatologist, and my primary care doctor have all said, you're exempted. I am not taking the vaccine. And that's because I have two rare diseases, such as Kelman syndrome and vitiligo. And that's why whenever I see these cult of COVID and cult of mask, I have to look at them like, are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking retarded? Are you insane? Because while the rest of the world is breathing fresh air, the cult of COVID and the cult of mask is rebreathing their own air, basically increasing CO2, like carbon monoxide, to the point that they're going to fall out and pass out. Okay? So that's why I'm not a fan of the cult of COVID. I'm not a fan of the cult of mask. And that's why, guys, I sit there and I go like this. I laugh at the people who choose to wear masks. I laugh at them for being stupid and mentally insane. Okay? Now the one thing with this new CDC guidance, guys, they're saying like this: businesses have the right to dictate what their customers and employees can do. Like, say, for example, some businesses still mandate their employees wear the mask, but not the customers. Or some have said, no, we don't. We're not going to follow that. Okay. Or some have even said they're going to follow what the CDC and states are going with. So they left it up to the business, but to the individual, I don't have to wear your stupid face diaper, okay? And if I see you wear your stupid face diaper around me, I'm going to rip that off you because I'm going to make you breathe some fresh air and breathe some common sense into you, okay? So this is why you see the cult of masks going insane, going mentally berserk, okay? So that's why I treat these people like the crazies that you see on the street, okay? I treat them like they're crazy, like they're insane, like they're mentally, like, screwed upside the head, okay? So I treat them like that, and I see them for what it is, okay? So that's it for one of the topics I want to talk about. The other one I want to talk about is like this. Who the fuck let Bubba Wallace walk into Windsor, Connecticut? That's all I want to fucking know, guys. It seems to me we have Bubba Wallace walking into Connecticut all over again, okay? And the headline from the same site, from Gateway Pundit, actual hate or Bubba Wallace 2.0. Amazon shuts down construction site over ropes that might be nooses. It just seems like people have lost their ever fucking damn minds. It seems like these people have lost it. Okay? It seems like it. It seems like if somebody's at a construction site and they need to tie something so they can either pull stuff up to the second floor or to hang construction tools on, and if some leftist lunatic walks by and goes, "Oh, that's a news. It just seems like we have fucking idiots in this world. It just seems like I've been saying this for a long damn time. The gene pool seriously needs a damn filter change. Will somebody please, for the love of God, change the filter in the gene pool? Because for some reason, we're seeing idiots roam the earth. Okay? Seriously here. And by the way, that was damn good hot chocolate there, okay, guys? But seriously, guys. Seriously. We have idiots who are calling the cops, the FBI, or whoever over anything that looks remotely like a noose. I'm like sitting there going like this. When I see headlines like this, I go like this. Where the hell is like this? We need to find out where was Jesse Smollett and Bubba Wallace. That way we know if they weren't there. If they were there, then we're gonna have they're gonna have a lot of explaining to do, you know? But seriously, has Amazon learned anything from the global humiliation of Bubba Wallace and Jesse Smollett? Have Amazon ever learned that valuable lesson? It seems they haven't, and it's the common theme of leftists here. They don't learn their lesson. They keep doing what they're doing because they think that's gonna get them a good result. It's like my, I just, I just like, I just have to say this, man. I just have to say this. These people are clearly insane and are clearly messed up. So now it's like this. Leftists are going like this. So if anybody scratched their head in an okay sign fashion, oh, that's now like saying, oh, white supremacist. But now if they hang something that looks like a noose at work for job related function, I'm telling you, man. I sit there and when I look at what went wrong in our generation, I sit there and I go like this. We fucked up after 9/11. The 9/11 generation, the pre 9/11 generation was A-okay, okay? Then after like the post 9/11 and then we went to the Obama generation, I'm like, that's where we fucked up. That's where we seriously screwed up here, guys. We seriously did, man. We seriously did. You know? And then the funny thing is like this. Amazon is saying, oh, we're shutting the construction site down because we're trying to investigate if some hateful conservative or hateful libertarian hung that. I'm telling you, man, leftists are wasting people's time. Leftists are wasting my time and everybody else's time. And they're trying to basically create hate and racism when it doesn't even exist. Okay? Then this is one example of it, okay? Amazon's trying to stir up hate. Amazon's trying to stir up racism when it doesn't even exist. It just seems like these people have basically been left unsupervised in this world. And there have been no adults or grown-ups in the room that are telling these immature idiots to go to their damn room and stay there until they learn to grow up and behave. This is why I sit there and I go like this. Every time I see stuff like this online, I have to ask these two questions. What the hell is Jesse Smollett and Bubba Wallace? Because if these are the hallmarks of them doing this all over again, then I'm sitting there going, I'm doing like this, taking my glasses off going, seriously, dude. Seriously. I'm like, seriously, dude. Seriously. But, like I said, man, like I said, I feel sorry for the Windsor, Connecticut police captain, Andrew Powell, for this, because he's got to go back there twice and like investigate this again and again and again. That's tying him up with time, money, and resources. I'm sitting there going, seriously? I mean, seriously? You know, why don't, if Amazon's so concerned about this, why don't they hire their own security guards? Why don't they hire security guards for places that they're building their fulfillment centers on? If they're so concerned about this, why don't you hire private security patrol that area? Simple as that. Okay? Simple as that. And that'll solve your fake racist and fake racism problem that the left seems to want to perpetuate in this world. Seriously, guys. Seriously. But like I said, man, this has the hallmarks of Bubba Wallace 2.0, and it seems like Jesse Smollett was in town, okay? and Bubba Wallace happened to drive by, and probably both of them was probably going, yeah, let's hang this and make it look like this and this and this. Seriously, man. Seriously. But on another topic we want to talk about, and seriously, man, seriously, we have to talk about the U.S. Army's recruiting ads, okay? Seriously. Is the U.S. military seriously trying to neuter our fighting forces? Are they trying to emasculate them or basically turn them into soy boys and beta boys? Because for some reason, looking at this Army recruiting video, they're basically turning our military into one sissified military, one weak military. And our enemies are watching this as well. They're seeing this and they're going like this. They smell blood. They smell weakness. And in times of war, our enemies get a vote too. Leftists, I tell you this, guys. You guys have to remember this. What you're producing is what's going to be a disaster when we have to go to war with China. Okay? Our military is being broken from within. It's being destroyed from within. It's not being destroyed by our enemies. Our enemies are probably sitting back at the bar laughing at us while our military is being destroyed from within. Okay? And boy, they're having a good time laughing at the bar at it. Okay? You can tell Russia, China, Iran are all probably laughing at us, going like, boys, we don't have to worry about the US. They're so weakened right now. All they're concerned about is that fake racism, dividing the country, making the country go woke to broke. Don't have to worry about it, boys. That's why it's like this, man. That's why I see these woke videos that the military is pushing out. And I sit there and I go like this. There is no way that you're going to get people to join the military if you're producing this shit. Put it simply, that's going to drive people away from joining the military. Hell, probably some of them would just say, nah, no thanks, I'm not going to join the U.S. military. I'll go over to the French Foreign Legion, which probably has got better recruiting videos than the U.S. Army. Okay? So, that's why our military is being destroyed from within due to political correctness, wokeness, or basically like cancel culture mentality. I'm shaking my head and going like this. That's not a way to win win wars, win battles, and keeping the enemy away from us. That's not a way of doing that. That's a way of basically telling our enemies that, yeah, we're weak, we're neutered, we're like basically like put down, you know? That's why when I look at this, guys, and I look at these videos, and this is coming from the post-millennial, okay? And this is coming from Army Times, and then I have to sit there and I look at this and I go, no, that is not what we want in this country. Whoever produced that video should have been fired. Because that's showing our enemies weakness. That's showing our enemies that we're so weakened that there's no way we could fight a war in China, let alone a two-front war. Okay? But in all seriousness, guys, in all seriousness, I just have to say is that our military has been neutered. Our military has been broken. Our military has been basically destroyed. Okay? It's going to take another president to basically rebuild our military. We've been rebuilding it since Trump, but ever since we got this illegitimate president and illegitimate government, our military has been downgraded, destroyed, and neutered. That's why videos like this, if the left and the Department of Defense think that's going to help, bring more people in, they're either on drugs or they're snorting crack cocaine. Okay? Simple as that. And for me, I think like this. I think of it like this, guys. Compared to the Russian army ad, oh, hell, man, you get a lot of people to join. Versus America, where you get woke military or leftists or soy boys or beta boys. I mean, beta boys can't even pick up an M4, let alone an AR-15. Beta boys would scream like a girl and cry in a fetal position after hearing gunfire. That is not what we want in our military, okay? That is what you want, in your mama's basement or basically in their bedroom eating Hot Pockets and trying to play Call of Duty thinking oh, yeah, they could do this. But in my personal opinion, guys, in my personal opinion, my final thoughts on this is that this sends the wrong message to this country. This sends a message to our enemies, to our allies, that we can't be counted on in times of conflict, in times of war, when their enemies are willing to go after them and try to destroy them. Okay? Look at what's going on in Israel right now. You have the Palestinians who are firing rockets at Israel on a round-the-clock basis, and Israel's looking to America for help and for providing material support to them. And this is why, guys, okay, our allies smell weakness. Our allies smell weak. Okay? Why do you think in nature animals don't let the weak lead? They only let the strong lead. And this is why when enemies smell weakness, they're coming for us. And they're going to go after us in ways that the left will never understand. Okay? The left will never understand why there are men in the military who give up everything to do violence against our enemies to keep us safe and to keep us free. There are men in this world who are in secretive military units who are doing violence to our enemies to ensure that they never step foot on U.S. soil. Okay? This is something the left never understands. The left thinks that, oh, we need to be inclusive, we need to sing Kumbaya and all that shit. No, you don't do that to your enemies. You do that in front of your enemies, they're gonna come for you and they're gonna cut your head off. Okay? That's why our military is going in the wrong direction. Okay? Our military should be going in the direction of being prepared to fight a two-front war and being prepared to take down China and take down Iran if necessary. But instead, our military is focusing on global warming or wokeness or inclusivity or diversity. we simply have our priorities wrong in this country. And I hate to say this. Those woke recruiting ads are gonna endanger the military when they come in conflict with, say, North Korea, China, and Iran. They're gonna get somebody killed over that. And is the left prepared for that? I want every leftist to think that, okay? I want them to think that through, right? So, anyway, guys, that's it for today's episode of Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host, and I will see y'all soon. Bye for now.